Hello and welcome to Hope for Dystonia. My name is Federico and you can call me Fede. I am the creator of Hope for Dystonia, which is today the single most comprehensive, empowering and transformative dystonia program out there. I created Hope for Dystonia because I needed to get my life back and I wasn't getting the help that I needed out there. And if you are on a healing journey, I highly recommend that you check out the link in the description below. It will lead you to the 8 steps of the Hope for Dystonia Recovery Roadmap. Invaluable information that I wish somebody had shared with me when I was in the thick of my recovery journey. Now, I'm really excited for today's video because it addresses something fundamental that caused endless frustration with me when I was going from doctor to doctor, and that still causes so much frustration for so many of the clients that I work with. And this is something really fundamental, and I hope that the information in this video will leave you feeling empowered to know that you can do this, right? That you can unlearn dysfunctional patterns and learn new functional ones. You have this power, okay? So, a short disclaimer, we will be talking about medicine and about healing and about dystonia, but none of what I am saying is specific medical advice to you, right? So make your medical decisions with your medical providers. So today's question is, what does medicine get wrong about dystonia? Why is it that so many of us have to go from doctor to doctor to doctor to get the right diagnosis, and once we finally get to somebody that maybe gets it kind of right, they say, well, there isn't much that I can do for you other than inject you with Botox and have you coming back over and over and over for your whole life for injections that are going to mask your symptoms at best. And, in some cases, maybe something more extreme like deep brain stimulation. But in general, why is it that no help is given, generally speaking, in saying, you know what, I want to try to understand why your body started doing what it is doing. And let's see how we can help you learn to do something different, right? And the answer to this question is something very fundamental that has to do with the worldview that we are steeped in. And that worldview becomes especially acute when it comes to Western medicine. And that is a materialistic and scientistic worldview. What do I mean? Materialistic because it only relies on what is visible out there and measurable, right? It completely disregards what happens within, as if it has no importance. In the words of an incredible author and pioneer, Dr. Dan Siegel, he says, we were taught as doctors that patients are bags of fluid with no locus of inner experience. And if I paraphrase, no locus of inner experience that can impact medical outcomes. And in reality, nothing could be further from the truth. The ways in which we think, the ways in which we speak to ourselves, the ways in which we have learned to react with more or less activation in our nervous systems to whatever life throws at us, all of those things have profound impacts on our health. And those impacts are especially strong and powerful when it comes to dystonia. The second issue that we face is this scientific worldview that only wants to rely on what has been shown through double-blind, placebo-controlled studies, right? If it hasn't been studied and proven to be true through this kind of mechanism and this kind of design of a study, then it's probably not true. So stick to conventional approaches. And the problem with that is that the things that tend to get studied are the things that tend to make lots of money for the big healthcare system, right? The money is in people that are chronically ill and that have to come back for medication over and over and over throughout their lives. That is how you make lots and lots of money. That is how the healthcare system is set up. And so we don't have the kind of studies and information that would help us see that things like developmental trauma, for example, impact dystonia, and that when we learn self-compassion and we learn how to work, through a spiritual lens on shifting the patterns in our body, mind, and heart, we can actually create shifts and healing when it comes to dystonia. We don't have the kind of information that we would need there. But what is important is to come back to what I was saying earlier, namely that we do have sovereignty, that we do have the power to choose to engage our bodies and our minds in this or that way. We do have the power to return and reconnect with the parts of us that are underused and that we have forgotten, and we have the power to learn how to use them once again. And so I see this over and over with my clients who reconnect with their bodies in such beautiful ways and unlearn such deeply entrenched patterns that were causing them suffering and harm. And so I hope that this video leaves you feeling empowered to know that you too can do this. You have that power too. And Hope for Dystonia is by far the best place to do exactly that. Unlearn the patterns that are causing you suffering and learn better ones that allow you to live life to the fullest. Again, why is Hope for Dystonia the best place to do this? Because it is comprehensive. You'll see it through the 8 steps. It addresses the full spectrum of who we are within, right, in our inner landscape and in our body, even in our relationships. It addresses all kinds of angles in the body and anatomy and so on and so forth. It is the best place to do this because it is empowering. It's all about what you can do to become the creator and architect of your life. And it is transformative because it is about so much more than just learning a new trick in your neck or in your jaw or in your hands. It is about a journey of growth and empowerment so that you can become who you are meant to be, right? And live life in a way that is fully empowered with a sense of wholeness and symmetry and good homeostasis. And so if you are ready to step into your sovereignty and get started on your healing journey, I highly recommend that you check out that link in the description below. Get that video emailed to you with the 8 steps of the recovery roadmap. Sign up to find a time to speak so that you can see if Hope for Dystonia is right for you. And in the meantime, like and subscribe the video, comment below. It really helps with the algorithm so that this message can reach more people. Much love to you, and see you soon on hopefordystonia.com. Bye.